Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Glad we're here together. Happy Friday. Whatever you're up to today, I hope that it is good. I hope that it is a fun time. I hope that it is indeed exactly what you'd want, what you need. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Story Time. And as always, let us know where you're joining in from. And of course, if you're joining in with others, friends, family, well, let us know they're there so we can say hi to them as well. Thank you indeed for being here. And I hope that you've had a lovely week. And of course, the weekend is here, depending on what you're doing and what you're up to. Hopefully it's time to calm down and relax a little bit. But thank you so much for being here. Summer camps are on, all kinds of fun activities going on. So I hope that you kids out there are having so much fun. And I hope too that story time just gives you that perfect way to start the day. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. And yeah, we bring back another favorite here at Storytime, Treasure of Measures. And this one coming to us from Chronicle Books of San Francisco, Mike Downs, Joy Huang Ruiz. Welcome to Storytime, and get ready for this one. Get comfortable, get cozy. Let's grab everything that we need to make this Storytime event better. Thank you indeed for being here. And yeah, a beautiful book, sweet book. Cannot wait to see all the different ways, all the fun ways in which we're going to measure. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime, and hope in that beautiful cup of yours or plate or whatever it is that you're using, you have measured enough snack to last you through Storytime. Thank you for being here. And yeah, we'll be right back after this very short break for more story time. But remember, too, before we go to our break, that we did have our guests yesterday, the creators of 100 Days, a story of sisterhood, Kimberly Lee and Michelle Jing Chan. So if you missed that conversation, you missed that story reading, well, go to yesterday's story and get to enjoy this wonderful conversation and, of course, wonderful book that we had here on Storytime. But today, it's all about measuring, a treasure of measures, coming right up after this very short break. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in a little bit.
Hi, everyone. I'm Amanda with Amanda Weltman Photography. I'm a photographer and printmaker based in the Pacific Northwest, and I believe that your face deserves wall space. Enjoy today's story time with my favorite storyteller, Mr. Limata.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you for being here. And of course, thank you, Amanda Woltman out there in Seattle. Thank you so much. Or in Washington area, right? Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. And of course, your beautiful faces, every single one of you deserves war space. Yes. Treasure of Measures. Written by Mike Downs, illustrations by Joy Huang Ruiz. And this one, another one we're reading with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Yes, get all your measuring tools. Have them handy. A treasure of measures is here. Written by Mike Downs. Illustrations by Joy Huang Ruiz. And read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Ticks of a clock measure seconds of time. Marks on a ruler show inches of line. Ounces on scales reveal a weight. Calendars measure the year by each date. The measures of science are very precise, each counted or marked with the proper device. But how about getting some measuring done in ways that are wildly and wonderfully fun? I'm up for that. Are you? Yeah. The measures of science are very precise, each counted or marked with the proper device. But how about getting some measuring done in ways that are wildly, wonderfully fun? Yes, I'm all about that too. We rush through our lives in our cars and in planes, on bicycles, sailboats, scooters, and trains. Miles per hour can tell us our speed, but what other measures could cover this need? What do you think? Yeah, we rush our lives in our cars and in planes, on bicycles, sailboats, scooters, and trains. Miles per hour can tell us our speed, but what other measures could cover this need? What do you think? On boats, we might count every snap of the sail. On trains, every clank on the clattering rail. On planes, view the landscape that's drifting below. Yeah, one of my favorite things to do, actually. On bikes, feel the whooshing of wind as we go. Oh, a flurry of raindrops erupts from the sky, a drizzle. Or is it a storm passing by? Decibels capture each rain day's sound. But what other measures of rain can be found? Yeah. What other measures of rain can be found? What do you think? I know one of my favorites. Let's count all the glistening, silvery drops and measure each puddle with skips and with hops. We'll watch the umbrellas that snap into view or measure the squish of a waterlogged shoe. That doesn't sound like fun. Oh, goodness. Unless you intended to be in the rain to begin with. Let's count all the glistening silvery drops and measure each puddle with skips and with hops. We'll watch the umbrellas that snap into view or measure the squish of a waterlogged shoe. From bustling traffic to countryside lanes, our travels can take us through forests and plains. Highway signs measure the distance in miles. But why not in bridges or horses or smiles? Why not indeed? Yeah. From bustling traffic to countryside lanes, our travels can take us through forests and plains. Highway signs measure this distance in miles. But why not in bridges or horses or smiles? No. I actually like the sound of that better. Let's measure a trip by the scents on the breeze. Oh, count every curve as we steer through the trees. We'll savor each laugh we enjoy on the way, and goofy surprises that brighten our day. Measuring your life in smiles and laughs like that. Yeah. Let's measure a trip by the scents on the breeze. Oh, count every curve as we steer through the trees. We'll savor each laugh we enjoy on the way, and goofy surprises that brighten our day. Yes. Nothing delights like the joy of a book. Oh, nothing comes even close. Eh? When reading together, curled up in a nook, minutes fly by with each flip of the page. But stories hold so many ways to engage. They do, don't they? Yeah. Oh. We'll measure our time by the tales that unfold, the menacing monsters, the searchers for gold, by each roar of laughter, by each tear we cry, by each cheer for heroes, yay, who soar through the sky. Yeah. Yeah. So are you measuring your stories? Are you measuring your books? Is it by the pages turned? Or are you measuring time by the tales that unfold, the menacing monsters, the searchers for gold, by each roar of laughter, by each tear we cry, by each cheer for heroes who soar through the sky? Yeah. Oh. The mightiest branch begins life as a twig. So true. The tiniest child grows from little to big. Each year we mark inches of growth on the wall. But growing means much more than just getting tall. Yeah. Oh, reminds me of that other book, A Tiny Giant. Right? Shows the oak tree growing from a tiny, tiny seed. How much have we grown? We can measure in reach. Oh, by counting new words that we can use in our speech. In how far we jump, in how high we swing, in how we approach what tomorrow will bring. Yeah. Growth can be measured in so many ways. Ah, I love that. Look at the heavens, toward Venus or Mars, and gaze at the flashes of twinkling stars. Lumens describe every shimmer of light, but what other measures appear in the night? What do you think? Let's count every way. Let's count every planet aglow in the dark, or seek constellations that flicker and spark. We will find our own star, whether giant or small, a wished upon star that shines brightest of all. Yeah. Ah. Our lives are a treasure. Our lives are a treasure we measure in years. But why not in friendships, or laughter, or cheers? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Our lives are a treasure we measure. But why not in friendships, or laughter, or cheers? Oh, birthday parties, flying kites, funny movies, starry nights, walking puppies, catching bugs, roller coasters. joyful hugs. Yeah. Meals shared together. Oh, so much more. Sidewalk hopscotch, hide and seek, skipping stones across a creek, sleeping over, playing cards, football games in grassy yards. Oh my goodness. When I read this part about sidewalk hopscotch, it really takes me back to my own childhood and the amount of games I played with my friends. Oh, oh, so many different ones with Panda, with or Ego, some would call it. Um, there was one called Game. Yes, a game called Game. One day I'll explain what it was. Yes, sleeping over, playing cards, football games in grassy yards. Make that soccer games for me. Playing soccer, riding bikes, beaches, kayaks, taking hikes, summer campouts, fireflies, cotton candy, fond goodbye. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Oh, so many ways. Our lives overflow with these magical measures and moments of wonder to cherish as treasures. So open your eyes and your heart and your mind. Imagine the marvelous measures you will find. Ah, yes, yes. I hope, well, this is the end of our story, but I hope that you pick out one thing that you're going to use to measure your day today. Something sweet, right? Yeah, I choose to measure it with smiles today. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And if you do get a chance to get this book, you can always look at the system of measures and the thoughts of the author that are in the back, and yeah, get to dive a little bit more into measurement. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And of course, our story today was a treasure of measures. And this one coming to us from Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And this one is written by Mike Downs and illustrations by Joy Juan Ruiz. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to be a part on Storytime. Happy Friday to each and every one of you. And I'll see you on the other side of this very short break.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Chang, co-author of Bobo Loves Dumplings, Bobo's Colorful Chinese New Year, and Night Market Rescue. And this is Storytime with Mr. Limata.
Welcome back. Thank you indeed. And yeah, Charlotte Chang, creator of wonderful books, and of course, having a wonderful time out there in San Mateo. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. So do look out for Charlotte Chang and see all her amazing books and get to enjoy them. Ask them at your local library. And of course, our book today is available in and around libraries. So go on ahead and find it. A treasure of measures, a sweet book, one to enjoy at home, one to enjoy at school, one to enjoy on the bus, on a car ride, wherever, whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, this one can tag along. Thank you so much for being here with us today on Storytime. And one more time, thank you. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. This has been Storytime for this week. And yeah, we've had some amazing books, amazing guests as well on Storytime. I hope you enjoyed them. And if you missed our guests yesterday, we'll go back to yesterday's story and get to enjoy 100 Days, a story of sisterhood. Of course, written by Kimberly Lee and illustrations by Michelle Jing Chan. One that you should absolutely check out. Thank you so much for being here. This has been Storytime. Biggest of hugs to you and yours. Have a wonderful Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. And of course, we'll see you back here at Storytime at 7 a.m. Pacific time on Monday. And of course, 11 a.m. for the recording. And of course, any other time, including this weekend at Storytime with Miss Limata on Facebook and YouTube. And of course, StorytimeWithMissLimata.com. Thank you for being here. Big hugs, and I will see you again on Monday. Bye-bye.
Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Way others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Story time. Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.